Hi everyone, welcome. In our last lesson we learned how to conjugate the verb correr in the present tense. We also talked a little bit about etymology or word origins, how the verb correr in Spanish comes from the Latin currere, and these English words are also related to this word. So if you're interested in etymology, you might go back and watch the previous lesson where I talked just a little bit more about that. And we learned how to conjugate the verb as well in the present tense. So here are the forms in the present tense. And what we're going to do in this lesson is just ask simple yes or no questions with the verb correr and its forms in the present tense. So remember, the simple way to ask a yes or no question is to reverse the word order. So for example, yo corro, I run, becomes corro yo. Tú corres becomes corres tú. Do you run? Usted corre becomes corre usted. Do you run? Él corre becomes corre él. Does he run? Ella corre becomes corre ella. Does she run? Nosotros corremos becomes corremos nosotros. Do we run? Vosotros corréis becomes corréis vosotros. Do you run? Ustedes corren becomes corren ustedes. Do you run? Ellos corren becomes corren ellos. Do they run? And ellas corren becomes corren ellas. Do they run? So it's pretty much that simple. If you want to ask questions, for example, if I want to say, do you run a lot? You could say, corres tú mucho? Or remember, you can leave out the tú because it's not necessary. You can just say, corres mucho. Do you run a lot? Do you run fast? Corres rápidamente? Do you run slowly? Corres lentamente? Do you run in the park? Corres en el parque? So it's pretty much that simple. And notice that with this information here on this chart, you can ask a lot of questions in Spanish just with the verb correr. That's it for this lesson. Thanks so much for watching. If you found this helpful, I would appreciate it very much if you'd give it a like. To continue learning and go on to the next episode, click on the video that appears here on your screen. See you soon. Hasta pronto.